Hello everyone and welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we made ourselves some smokeless powder, some black powder, and did ourselves a bunch of research just to make sure we were all up to date with the MAM. But that was last time. Now we need to finish what we started, because we may have got enough Mercer spheres and everything to do everything in the MAM. However, we do not have enough SAM fluctuators. We don't have enough of the advanced technology parts. So that's what we're sorting out today. We're going to be making a factory that's going to make us a bunch of advanced electronic parts, like high-speed connectors, computers, crystal oscillators, just as a supply for our dimensional depot so we can move forward in the game. So that is the plan for today. We're going to be using 480 SAM per minute, 270 Caterium, 270 iron, and a random number with a couple decimals of copper. And we're going to be using the nodes that are down there. There's a cave where our old factory was, which is now gone. There's a cave, quartz and SAM, and our motor factory has also taken a trip so that we can access that Caterium. Because, well, everything apart from the motors that was in both of those factories, well, everything in that factory we re-automated over there, and everything in that factory we barely use, and especially with this project we're not going to use at all, basically. Like motors, you don't need them for building anything we're going to be using, so I just put them in bin, and it's all good. So, we need to start work as soon as possible. And the first thing that I want to do is I want to, since we're in 1.2, update how we're using vehicles. So I will show you what that means in a little bit. So I am back, here to explain what on earth I'm talking about when I want to change how I do roads and trucks. So, why am I even doing trucks and not like belts? Well, it's the things we need are kind of awkwardly far apart. And especially the SAM and the quartz, they're in a cave, so that's a bit of a weird one. And the Caterium is like up on a hill here. So they're all kind of in weird spots. That's where the copper is as well, so it's kind of weird. But the reason I want to do the changing how roads work is because building a road network is actually kind of silly. It's not stupid, but it's not what I would do anymore. Because, well, look, I'm just going to show you. If we build a road network, it is absolutely massive, and we can't go in this cave, right? But if we use this blueprint, which is just two things that are the width of a road apart, like that, then we can just go wham, vehicle path, you know, and then it just drives. It's just simple and easy, basically. And I can't, like the old version of roads with like this and this doesn't fit in this cave. It goes up and down and around far too much. So just having like some parameters with a couple like helping ramps here and there and bridges is much easier and better, I think. So another thing I actually need to get rid of, now I'm thinking of it, is all of this nonsense, because I need those nodes. There we go, all gone apart from these. So now what I need to do is actually figure out where, once the road has come into here, where it's going to lead to. Where am I going to actually build? Because all the resources are scattered about. There's an insect. All the resources are scattered about. Oh, hello. And so, like, I need to pick which location in, like, the center, which one I want to actually use. This fly is very persistent. Anyway. So once I figure that out, I'm also going to need to grab some nobelisks, because all these rocks are in the way, and I need to get rid of them being in the way. Anyway, yes, find location. So I'm just kind of looking for an open space. Not here, I don't want to cover the coal. Possibly there? I don't know, like across. But then I'd have to build a bridge, or I could have them drive. That would be pretty cool if they drove like that. And you know, rule of cool always applies. This insect. Hold on. Okay, it's gone. So I could go there. That is an option. I could also go here, but I don't feel like I have enough space. I could go on top of there, but then I also feel like I don't have enough space. You know, that is looking, well, that is looking more and more like the best option. You know? And then I could just have them drive like that, that would be nifty. So, I suppose we're going there then. So, how many truck stations do we need? We need 4 truck stations. Because we need the SAM, quartz, the iron, and the copper. Yeah. Okay. So we need 4 stations here. So we need to make I need to make an area to build on and a ramp to get up, and also maybe clear out the locals before we start building. Right, it's been a while now, but we have all of our imports sorted. We got a train station, we got the 4 truck stations that we need, we've got the iron belted in because it was just literally right there, and everything is good in the world, basically. Shut up, Discord, don't know if you heard that, sorry about that. Anyway, yes, lots of trucks, the new pathing's very good, trying not to get run over, and I haven't actually, like I said, I haven't gone for the roads. I've just gone for them being directly on the ground once they get past the water, and they're going in between these blueprints I made where it just shows the sides of the road, and it's pretty simple, pretty fun, good blueprint, thumbs up. So yeah, now we have all of our resources, it's just a matter of machines, which shouldn't take too long. I will probably jump around in the footage a bit here about, like, oh, I finished the crystal oscillators, I finished the SAM flux, you know, I'll probably do that. We've finished our first area here in the factory, which I'm calling basic processing on our power switches, because I'm actually doing good cable management, and it's this one, basic processing. And yeah, it just does the first step for all of our resources. So that SAM turns into reanimated SAM, the ore turns into ingots, and the quartz turns into silica and quartz, and I just brought the plastic above it. And I'm gonna have the next area, which is gonna be turning it all into the intermediary things, so the things that aren't actually, well, some of them are final products, just like the silica is a final product, but mostly not final products, the things that are in the middle, like the copper sheets, the quick wire, cable, wire, circuit boards, you know, things to that effect. But yeah, this is very nice. I should organise like this more often, it's very good. And I also think, this is just my opinion, this combination of colours is quite nice. I like these belts. Good belts, quality belts. Okay. So, next floor time. No time to waste. Okay, we have floor 2. So I'm just gonna turn it on, and it should all be good. Yep. Everything is gonna be running along. Very nice. Already got loads of quick wire, and everything should come out to the edge here where we have everything that's either a final product or going up to the final manufacturing floor. So yeah, very good. Oh, I missed out this. Hang on. Let's just, yeah, that's good. Yeah, everything is coming along. Got any circuit boards yet? We do. So everything is coming up as it should. The eye limiters, it's getting there. The copper sheet's just getting ready. This should be the cable and the reinforced iron plates, which is not appearing. Got the cable. I imagine this is just taking a second. Yeah, okay. Okay, everything has come along. Hang on. 1 second. 15 seconds actually, not 1 second. But yeah, everything is automated, everything's working, it's all coming along as it should. And so now I can move on to the final floor, where we're going to have just a couple manufacturers. It's going to be way less busy than the rest of them, because it's literally just the manufacturers. But yeah, thumbs up. Can I just say as well, I highly recommend this for your power management. Okay, well that's not connected, but beams and the beam connectors and everything it's so good. Like, it's so easy to follow the power, and it looks good. And you can just label them like here, and then you'll be like, oh okay. And then if you have a lot of cables, you can just move it along and be like, hey, this goes to here. It doesn't, but that's not the point, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going to let this all backlog while I build the next floor. We are ready to activate the final floor. And the manufacturers are now on and should start manufacturing at some point. There we go. This is good belt work, in air quotes. So yeah. Whoa, that was weird. It's done. I forgot the wire. I've come to the conclusion that the power plant is fine, but for some reason in 1.2 it takes more than 2 hours of the game being open for fluids to settle, because it's fine now. But I have left this for a while and finished this, which already took a bunch of time, and it's only now being good. But anyway, yes. Storage, this is the final room. We've got smart splitters and mergers and nonsense. It all works, and it's all organised into its own things. Apart from that, because it used to be messed up and I haven't cleared it out. Pretty sure this is computers. So now it will be sorted. And yeah, the only thing left to do is the aesthetics, but I am going to pause before doing that. Because, like I said, I took a bunch of time doing the first couple of floors, and then I left for a bit, and then I came back and I did this floor and this, and so I'm going to leave again, because it's kind of like 2 things, and then a break seems like a good, well, seems like a good rule. Automated all the basic copper parts, so wire, cable and copper sheet, because if you remember when we tore down our original thing, we re-automated most of the things in the heavy modular frame factory, but none of the copper products, so I just slapped this down. Well, I think that's going to about do us for today. We re-automated copper products and made a massive electronics factory here, which is going to be supporting us for quite a while, just making our life so much easier in automating